Hey guys, this is Blythe Butterfly Ree, coming with another review. I heard about the Anniversary doll 2017. I'm really excited. Reason being is that she's going to be released in the fall. For the past 3 years, from what I'm getting, since I've been a collector in 2014, typically all anniversary girls have been released either June, July. Pre-orders, CC Toys, they come out June. Pretty much with CC, you have to purchase them up front. Shipping is typically free over a certain amount of money. Then with Junie Moon, they're going to have a lottery. Nothing has been released as of yet about the lottery, but I pre-ordered my girl with CC Toys. I was really lucky. I went back and forth. I said, because I have collected so much. I have been slow with my reviews. I have not taken the time to get these reviews out. I really want to do that for newbie collectors. Show boxes, show the original stock, just in case you're in the market for that girl, so you can see that girl in live. So, with my dolly room, it's typically light tight. As you can see behind me, again, I keep my dolls on a shelf. This side is, where I keep my books. And then I have my LE Limited Disney edition. So I am an avid collector of Disney. But I'm trying to keep those two separate moving forward, so that way I have one channel with Disney and then I have another channel with Blythe Takara original stock. I don't have any customized girls except my semi girl that I customized myself. The Anniversary Girl 2000, I believe 16 Dauphine, the Takara release for Dauphine, and she had a blue French queen, like kind of bourgeois, the way the dress was made. It wasn't really like a Marie Antoinette specific dress, but it was similar to the bourgeois aristocrat time frame, I guess, after Marie Antoinette. Back then, due to the big ball gowns, the bouffant, the lace, and the hair, that's not the traditional. This doll had loose hair, it had wavy hair, blonde. The first time Takara had released a silvery blonde, translucent, and then she had the lines on her face. So there are so much. I tend to also be a in-box collector, depending on how long I pine for that girl, how long I've wanted that girl. If it's a situation like I wanted I think it was 2009 Anniversary Girl and Maribel Melody. I just loved her blonde hair. When I saw her pictures online, it was a situation that her hair color wasn't what I thought I would want. And then getting her home, she had gold streams in her hair, and her hair is gorgeous. Like, I love her hair. I love her anime outfit. I love her girl power mystique about her. So this year I was kind of torn. I was like, oh, Takara, you have another translucent, but this time, because I have been pining for Winter Arden, who is an FBL, her price is so high. She is pretty much like a Grail doll at this point, and I hope to get her next year. Now the lighting, and not that glare. You can see my pull-up collection. But I really wanted Winter Arden. She was going to be like a Grail doll. I plan on doing like maybe one old-timey doll that I wanted. The rumor is apparently there's supposed to be some a gothic doll. I know that a midi is coming out to match up with the redhead. I cannot believe I don't remember her name. I have her box over there. Debbie Delacour. She's a cutie. She has dark hair, a bob. She has a bob, and she is coming out apparently October. Now the pre-order has already come out for her as well. She's around $112 with CC Toys. I don't know if shipping is free. She has not been released yet on the Junie Moon site. So at this point, they have excuse me, they have not released the pre-order with Junie Moon, the official Takara website. The other sellers in the area have not released her either. Now, the last release for July for this month has been Pineapple Princess. I'm still waiting for my doll. She has shipped, but I'm just waiting for the tracking to pick up. So either I'm going to have to pick her up from the post or she's going to be in front of my house. Either way. The second release in the month of July, another CWC exclusive, and that's called Cross World Collection, something like that. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, but she's coming out. She's being released, I believe, the 27th, and then she's going to be shipped out from Junie Moon. So I was lucky I did get one off of Junie Moon. Now, their shipping has gone up a bit. It has been around like $30 or to $35 depending on box sizes. So people, please keep in mind, like if you do order from official Takara website, they typically assist with any problems with your doll. Now, they have become a little bit more stringent because of the last year with some of the releases with Devi Delacour, a translucent, and then a second translucent, Stella Serendipitous. They had horrible, just horrible inspections. Half of them had scratches, half of them had issues with their eyes, half of them had issues with their translucent skin itself, their faceplates becoming cracked. It was pretty bad. Like, a lot of people had bad experience. I have been so lucky, and every time, and it's sad, you shouldn't have to have your fingers crossed when you pay this money for dolls. That's the one thing I could say for Disney have hit or miss issues, but not the frequency of what I see in my Blything collection of my peers. Just, the major thing I think I had an issue was with Minty Magic being released, and then her shoes were 2 left shoes. Some people got 2 right-handed shoes. It was very rare to get a left and a right-hand shoe, and people had to swap. I didn't do that. I just felt like that's something quirky, as a story. But yeah, the poor girl has 2 left-handed shoes, and I had my fingers crossed. I was hoping she would have a left and a right. It didn't happen. So, nevertheless, so for this girl, her name is, and I had her information in front of me, so you're going to have to excuse me, and I'll edit this out. And I'm really excited. Okay, so she is the 16th anniversary girl, Garden of Joy. She is an RBL Renew, so she is the first anniversary RBL Renew. Her chips are going to be light green, light purple, light brown, light blue, and then her blush is pink. So she's very neutral in some of her coloring. Her price release in yen is 27,700. That's going to run you about $250, not including any taxes that could apply, any shipping that could apply. So again, keep in mind, people, if it's coming from Japan, it's going to be about $30 to $35 EMS, meaning that express mail with U.S. postage. If you're overseas, it could be a little bit more, plus import tax. So it's going to run you a little bit if you're going to Europe. And then for your eyeshadow, it's going to be brown green. Her lips are pink. Her lips for translucents, in my opinion, have been known to have the bouffant lips, or the larger lips, very rounded, plushy lips, as if they've had injections. But you know what? When it comes to pictures, those lips, to me, have the character. And that's what I enjoy about the translucents that I have, and I could just pick them out. And when I saw Devi, because I'm an October baby and I love Halloween, and I saw those red lips, and as a kid with a conservative father not liking red lipstick, it just, I don't really particularly wear red lipstick, but I love red lipstick on other people. And just that vibrant color on her, and that blue eyeliner and those lashes, it really, really made me, it tickled me. It made me smile because, yes, she's gothic, but she's very quirky and very mischievous in that face paint that she has. And that's one of the reasons I love her. I do carry a doll, every day. It's almost like they're a comfort blanket for me with my anxiety that I have to deal with. And at times, if I'm by myself or coming in the morning before work and what have you. It relaxes me. And throughout the day, if it's a beautiful day and I take a walk on my lunchtime, I'll take a picture of them. And at that point, I really don't care whomever's looking. And it's funny because, you get the looks, you get the stares, but I don't really care. At that point, I'm relaxed and I can just go on my day and face another day. But with this doll, I'm really, I'm hoping to put her in my review so you can see her. I think she's going to be gorgeous. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this girl. She has a diadem. Apparently she has 2 different types of earrings. She has a glorious lace dress, just embalmed with beautiful butterflies going down and then flowers. And it just reminds me of a spring day when I'm here in Virginia, so when the pollen is thick, but those bees and the flowers are in bloom, and it takes you back that, it's just another glorious, like winter was hard, but spring is even going to be better, and it's just a beautiful day. And like her dress really made me smile. Like she blew me away. So I'm really hoping when I get her and I see her in her box and I debox her, I'm going to try and take as many pictures as possible and then share them with you guys or try to do a box opening. But I think she's going to be amazing. And and that's what I'm saying. Venter Arden, I freaking like when I saw her stock. It's so different, like those little moo boots and her long, like cotton lacy type of blouse, and then her pants, her under legging jeggings, and then she had the sweater. I remember dressing like that when I was in my early 20s, and just like, I don't care what I have on. I'm about to go to the mall, and then you just dress in layers because it's winter time when you're going shopping or out with friends and stuff like that. So I felt like her stock is glorious and everyone wants her stock. I particularly care, like the first doll I fell in love with was Wendy Weekender, but then it was Orange and Spice. I didn't know the different type of faceplates. So it was between my first being Orange and Spice when I saw her on the Junie Moon website. But then I saw Wendy Weekender on a third-party website. And I ended up ordering her and getting her home. And then my second girl being Ambrosia with that silvery blonde, platinum blonde hair. That reminds me of the Anniversary doll. I forget her name. So many girls. I forget her name. Diva, something Diva. Let me just check to see if I can find her name really quick. Darlene Diva. So Darlene Diva was one of the older girls, and I loved how her bangs were choppy on top, and then she had that silvery blonde hair. I had a problem with blondes, because when I was younger, I wasn't able to purchase or have blonde haired girl dolls. Majority of all my dolls were black girls, African American dolls. Either they had like afros or that thick hair, the Christy doll for Barbie. And as I've grown older, I can tell you my 2 favorite colors are either a fantasy hair color, blonde, or a redhead, and I just love them to death. And I have maybe, off the top of my head, I can think about 5 brunettes, 1 official black-haired doll, Ebony, who's slightly tan, and I love her. And then the second girl being I think an EBL, very Vicky, but she has the pink blush. And then the third girl, middle part, SBL, she is Milky Sugar Way. So I love Milky Sugar Way. I got her from Jack Sprite. He's from Thailand. He sold her to me, and I got her. And she was used, but she's my girl. I felt like, I didn't care if she was used or not. She's glorious. I think she's beautiful. Her hair is so thick. So, and plus I love my favorite eye chips are those silvery eye chips. You don't see those all the time. And I just love those eye chips on her. And the other dark haired girl I was lucky to get, I didn't get her lottery. That was the Anna Sui doll. And I got her outfit. I felt like she needed color instead of just being in that purple. I got a bonnet for her, a little hat, yellow jeggings for her. I'm looking at her outfit right now, so I'm kind of looking up. And then this cute little outfit from Endangered Sissy. Endangered Sissy has some contemporary outfits that I freaking love. Like, I love the color on those dresses that she makes. If I could afford it, I would get like I would get like 10 dresses in one order if I could. And they sell out fast because they're really cute. Like, they're really nice. And then I can say that I love the dolls because I'm a stock collector. I love, if I can get my hands on a doll that has all special chips, that is my ultimate freaking favorite. Like, I love that because to me, I don't have to customize a doll. They're different. I don't know. Something about getting, a stock doll, it's so hard for me to decide who I would want to send in and then have them customize. I even thought about just getting a used girl, and I did that, and I still kept her stock. So I can't even bring myself to getting her customized because I'm just scary that I get her customized and then I'm going to want her 100% stock, if that makes sense. But there's so many reviews I want to do. I want to do like a review on the girls with the most difficult hair. Like, oh my God. Like, I had Floor, she has this like pink poofy hair, and oh my goodness, I think I've done 5 hair treatments on her, and it's finally to the consistency that I wanted. It still has the big bouffant puffy, but her hair are in spiral curls, and I typically just leave her there on the shelf. I do not move her. I think I may have taken maybe back when I first got her, maybe once or twice her pictures, but that was before her hair treatment. And I can go into detail about my hair treatments. I typically, I don't know if I should do that as a separate review, but anyway, because I don't want this to be too long. Typically, when I get them out the box, I've seen another young lady do a hair treatment online, and she went through the process. She went through the process. She took a pick comb or the rat tail end of the comb, and she just slowly took her time and picked out the curls, because there could be knots. You want to flip your doll's hair, you want to look behind, you want to go through, and you want to see if there's any type of knots in the hair, where the seams are of the hair, and then you want to go through and gently take that apart and separate. Okay, typically after I've done that, and I take my time, this could be a day or two process. I take my time and I go through, because I don't want plugs to come out. Because once you take a plug out, it's hard to get back in. And the next thing, after I picked all those any knots, any of that, and then the ends of the hair, you want to look and see how you want your girl's hair, how curly you want it. Some people like it super fine straight. That's what they look for. That's fine. But if I get a doll with poofy hair such as Fleur, I don't want all her curls to disappear on me. I want to keep those curls and the buoyancy of her hair. So typically at that point, I go ahead and I wash the hair. I use dish detergent. I don't use any, and I use the most mild kind that I can find. I don't use any I used to use shampoo, but I feel like residue and sulfates can mess up the coloring of the hair. So I try to use a very, very mild soap. The next step, what I do, if I want ringlets, I will then go ahead, get hot water, and keep in mind, after I shampoo the hair, I rinse it again in clear hot water. Not tepid water, not extremely boiling water, but as soon as you can tell that your kettle is about to go off hot water. And I do this in a glass bowl. And then what I do is I kind of dip the hair. I don't leave it in there for forever, because again, I don't want the hair color to fade over time. And the next step, then I get maybe a capful of scent-free softener, and then I soak the girl's hair. You can either take the cap off or you can kind of flip her in there, but do not let her eyelashes or submerge her entire head underwater. Please don't, because you're going to cause the glue and the eyelashes to come loose, and then it's going to ruin your doll, and those lashes are going to come out. It can even mess up the faceplate and warp the plastic if the water is too hot. So please don't put your whole, submerge your entire doll's head in that hot water. After you've done that, depending on how soft, sometimes I'll let it sit there maybe 3 days. keep in mind again, if you're using softener, use scent-free, dye-free softener, okay? And then after that, the hair, I rinse the hair, boiling water again, and then at that point I check to see how soft it is. So keep in mind, if I'm letting her hair or allowing her hair to be submerged in this softener, I'm checking the hair as soon as I get home from work or throughout the day if I'm doing this on the weekend. After that, since the hair is wet, after rinsing it from the softener, depending if I want to let it soak the entire day, I then go ahead and put the hair in sponge rollers, and I'll do the entire hair. So I might do a review on how I roll my doll's hair, and then depending if I'm just keeping her as a display doll, then I'll go ahead and put her on, the shelf, and I'll let that hair, as a matter of fact, after the ringlets, after I roll the hair in sponges, I'll let that doll's hair fully dry. So if it takes 2 days, 3 days, the longer, the better. This is not a rush procedure. I understand you want your doll to have like great photos and show your doll, but if you want to have good hair, you have to take your time. And my thing is, before I would rush and then I would take the rollers out 2 days in, and I would feel that the curls were still damp, and then I would end up having to do this process all over again with the softener and rewetting and then rolling them again. So that's what you want to avoid. To me, I don't want to continue to keep submerging my doll's hair in softener because then it's going to ruin it. But yeah, the only doll I have not been able to do a good treatment on was Regina Irwin, and I put her hair in rollers. I don't even know how many times. My husband, he goes, her hair looks like real people hair. And there are just some women or people in general who just, one young man, I mean, he's phenomenal with hair. And some of the Instagram pictures that I find online, I'm like, oh my goodness, like what are they using? And I feel like it's kind of rude to say, what's your secret? Tell me. You have to know that person, be comfortable for them to kind of tell you those tips. But I think I'll do that. Because there's one girl I want to redo her hair, and Bling, what is her name? Let me look her up really quick, and I'll show you pictures. I'll try and put pictures in my review so that way you can see who I'm talking about. Bling Bling Party Fur. Bling Bling Party Fur. So I think I'm going to redo her hair and then show you guys how I wet the hair and then roll the hair in rollers, and then come back after a week after it's set and dried, so that way you can, because the little guy, he wants to be involved about mommy talking about dolls, right? And do a review on there. But that one girl, she's already on pre-order. She'll be here coming September. I hope she comes before I go out of town for the Brooklyn Con. And see you next time. Thank you, friends, and have a good day. Bye.